Now, China will make efforts to vigorously boost consumption and investment returns and stimulate domestic demand across the board as one of the major tasks for 2025. Now, this is according to the government work report delivered by Chinese Premier Li Qiang at the opening meeting of the third session of the 14th National People's Congress, or the NPC, on Wednesday. The country's national legislature opened its annual session Wednesday morning at the Great Hall of the People in Beijing. Chinese President Xi Jinping and other leaders attended the opening meeting. Now, according to the report, the country will enhance efforts to increase the diversified supply of health, elderly care, child care, and domestic services, and it will boost the growth of digital, green, smart, and other emerging forms of consumption as well. It will also focus on unlocking the consumption potential in sectors including culture, tourism, and sports. A US court on Tuesday denied billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk a prelim injunction he was seeking against ChatGPT maker OpenAI's efforts to in fact convert into a for-profit firm in the US. US District Judge Vion Gonzalez-Rogers in Oakland, California, said Musk has not met the high burden required for a prelim injunction to block the conversation of OpenAI, rather the conversion of OpenAI to a for-profit status. However, Rogers said that she is prepared to expedite a trial on the issue to later this year. Disney is planning to cut about 200 positions, or 6% of staff, at ABC News Group and the Disney Entertainment Network unit, the Wall Street Journal reported. The layoffs are expected to be announced as early as Wednesday, the report said, citing one person familiar with knowledge of the cuts. The ABC shows 2020 and Nightline are consolidating into one unit, adding that the ABC would be eliminating the political and data-driven news site 538, which had about 15 employees. According to reports, Goldman Sachs also plans to trim its staffing by 3% to 5% in an annual performance review process this spring. Now, that would equate to more than 1,395 job cuts from the bank's global workforce of 46,500 at the end of December 2025. The last time the Wall Street firm conducted a similar review in September, it made smaller reductions. Sepp Blatter and Michel Platini confidently denied any wrongdoing after departing from Swiss Federal Criminal Court at the end of the first day of their fraud retrial, which started in fact on Monday this week. While Platini called the proceedings complex, but reiterated that the case remained unchanged since their 2022 acquittal. "It's just back pay, no corruption, no scheme," said Platini. "I trust justice, but not journalists," he added. "We've done nothing wrong. It will be difficult to prove otherwise," said Blatter on the other hand. The retrial is set to continue through to Thursday, with a verdict anticipated on the 25th of March. Now, both Blatter and Platini, the duo in fact, had returned to a federal court from nearly 3 years after they were acquitted at a first trial in July 2022 on charges of fraud, forgery, and misappropriation of FIFA money. Meanwhile, Swiss federal prosecutors appealed against those verdicts as well.